Today, I'm going to cover 3 different methods that you can move to Japan in 2025. I also live in Japan, so I'm posting lots of Japanese content and periodically stuff about like learning Japanese and visas and some other random fun things. So, if you enjoy my content, please drop a like and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get it. So you, just like many other young weebs around the world, have decided or for some reason taken intensive interest in moving to Japan. Now, there are a number of different ways that you can move to Japan. This is not going to be a comprehensive list that I'm going over today, but I will what I believe to be some of the easiest or lowest hanging ways for you to be able to come over here. Starting off, we have the student visa. You can come with a student visa not only to go to university, but you can also go to Japanese language schools for up to 2 years. So obviously, a student visa for a university, you'll be able to stay for the duration of your degree program. But if you are no longer looking to go to university, you're not at that age, or for whatever reason, you're just simply not interested in going to university, you have the option to go to a Japanese language school. There are plenty of services out here. I actually used to work for a company that helped people to be able to go through and get student visas. And so you can find companies and people to help you out with getting student visas in coming to Japan. Otherwise, the schools are equipped to being able to help you as well. There are Japanese language schools all over the country, and they are all full of weebs from all different walks of life. So if you're interested in moving to Japan, you want to learn Japanese so that way you could live here maybe more long term, and you need a friend group when you're over here, then I would highly recommend going to a Japanese language school. You can sign up for 6 months. That's the minimum stay period actually on a Japanese student visa, and you can extend it for the duration that you would like to stay. So you can apply for a 6-month visa and then extend it for an additional 3 6-month periods for a total of 2-year stay. You can also just apply straight up for a 2-year visa or whatever different duration that you're looking to stay for. Just keep in mind that the visa can only be applied for with a minimum stay duration of 6 months and a maximum stay duration of 2 years, roughly. There are exceptions. It really is kind of a gray area. Number 2, we have the startup visa. So this is a brand new program, and when I say brand new, I mean 2015, which means that it's brand new for Japan. This is a brand new program that allows for foreign entrepreneurs to start up businesses in Japan. There are currently a number of different municipalities throughout the country who are sponsoring for startup visas. So you can apply to cities like Shibuya, Fukuoka, Osaka, Kobe, I believe, and a ton of other options. You can find just about everything on this website here, and they will kind of give you a walkthrough of everything that you need to do in order to be able to apply. Now, this is a free visa that allows you to stay for about a year in Japan in the hopes that you'll be converting over to a business manager visa, which will require you to have about 5 million yen in capital, as well as a company and an office. So the end result of your startup visa will be that you have a functioning and operating business within 1 year's time period. But it is one way that you can get started, get a foothold in the country if you are looking to be an entrepreneur here without actually having to have the capital that would be required to get a business manager visa or a different type of visa like a student visa. And so this is one of the ones that I like to recommend to people if you are a little bit business oriented. And finally, no visa whatsoever. If you are from a developed country like Germany, America, Mexico, etc., 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 then odds are that you actually can enter Japan without needing to apply for a visa. What this means is that you get to come to Japan without actually having to go through any sort of formal process with immigration within the country, and it allows for you to be able to come for up to a 3-month stay. You can also leave the country after your 3-month stay has elapsed and come back to the country after a week, like a 24-hour time period or about a week or so, and stay for an additional 3 months' time. I know plenty of foreigners in Tokyo who actually use this strategy to be able to, stay here at vacation homes, be able to live here for a brief period of time. People who are operating as digital nomads, YouTubers, anybody who can provide for themselves through a virtual occupation typically can employ this method to stay in the country for about half a year or so. Now, I will say that this method in particular does have a couple of caveats. One being that technically this is a gray area, so I can't necessarily recommend this for everybody. Immigration is liable to be able to, you might get flagged by immigration if you are to go through with this method. So just keep that in mind. But it is, technically speaking, a legal way to enter and exit the country. And that's all from me for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you find one of those 3 different methods helpful. I'll leave some of the resources in the description below. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and please tune in for more Japan content. Bye-bye.